Hey yo, what's up everybody? My name is Mr. Phonetell and today we are going to talk about the new best top tier Blue Eyes White Dragon, and we have the new structure deck. We have the Ghost Rare. Is this a Ghost Rare? Ghost Rare Alternative Dragon, and we have the Twin Dragon Duo and the new Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Okay, so this is going to get insane because we are going to abuse the spam. And let's go right to the intro. Okay fam, so if you are not subscribed, consider it to help me to reach the 1K subscribers. Go there, click the subscribe button if you like the content of this channel and this video, and go for the bell so you don't miss the Duel Links content. Okay, so let's talk about this deck. I'm realizing that I'm not going to special summon this thing, so I'm gonna take it off, but the thing in here is that I'm playing one King of the Swamp, which is a really old card. It's kind of the best card from the first or second box, which is really old. You don't have to play that if you don't have it, but that adds a polymerization, so you can use only one polymerization. I play 2 Karma Cut, boost the Karma Cut at 3 if you have 3 Karma Cut. That's the only card I'm missing in here. I'm playing 3 Reigeki breaks. You can play 3 Karma Cut and 2 Reigeki breaks. Okay, and the idea of playing a White Spirit and 3 Blue Eyes, which we have a new Blue Eyes, which is kind of Ghost Rare, is still bricky. Okay, so this deck still some kind of consistency issues because of the big vanilla level 8 monsters. But we are playing Consonance at 3, so this is the pay to win version. I don't spend money on it, but it's still really thing that I was farming like since 1 year ago. So this is pay to win indeed. Okay, because I pay with my time. Okay, the white, this is pretty expensive. The white stone of the legend and 3 white stone of the ancient. You can purchase one of these on the new box, which is really nice, and the other is from a mini box. But I only own two Sage, which is from a big box. It's a super rare, but still a big box, so it's super expensive because there we have 2 boxes and 1 structure deck and a lot of staple in this, and all card. This is super expensive deck. As you can see, everything is UR and SR. There is no rare. There's no. This is so crazy. This deck is so expensive. Okay, there is no UR or SR cards. So what you can play in here is play the Michael, because you can go for Spirit and then go for Michael, which is nice. But Michael is going to get destroyed at the end phase because the Spirit says that. In defense position, but destroy it during the end phase. So you can go for Michael, ban a card, but you're going to get nothing. So if you play Assure, which is in the structure deck, you can play Assure, and Assure is going to stay there because cannot be destroyed, cannot be targeted. Your Blue Eyes is going to come back at the standby phase of your turn. It cannot be destroyed, cannot be targeted, whatever is a safe play, okay? But I never go for the second one, so that's why I only play one, and I can use this because I can take off, I don't know, maybe a Lunalite, Saki boss monster. I don't know what else I can take rid of. Quinteto Dragon with this thing, I don't know. If something like that happens, that's an out. And the new duo is oh no, it's not duo, Twin Burst, sorry. It's the Blue Eyes Twin Burst. The Twin Burst is really good because you can take off monsters that cannot be destroyed or targeted. Either you just attack, and if your monster don't die, because this card don't die at battle, it cannot be destroyed by battle, you just banish it. Just banish that card and ciao ciao, it is gone. And this can attack twice only on monsters, I guess, cannot be destroyed. This card can make 2 attacks during each battle phase. Up to 2 attacks on monsters, okay? So it can attack twice on monsters. And the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, it's really interesting because you can rip 1 card from your extra deck to attack twice, and it doesn't have to be a monster, okay? So we're going to read this card because this is all cards that you can really pull easy peasy these days, because the alternative dragon is still treated as Blue Eyes, is the same with the spirit, so you are actually playing 5 dragons, and one of the bricks can be transmutated for another alternative with the alternative evolution skill, okay? So at the end of the damage step, if this card only faces your control and this fusion summon and attack with you and send 1 Blue Eyes fusion monster from your extra deck, and this card can attack again in a row, okay? So that's what's up. You just ban the Twin Burst from your extra deck, and this bad boy is going to attack 4k500 twice, okay? So you can only use that on once in a duel, because you are not going to have another fusion because there is no other fusions. And if this card is target, you can pay cost, which is you can ban this card from your, oh no, if your opponent target during a player's turn, when a card or effect activated that targets a Blue Eye you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate activation, and destroy it. So it works on graveyard too. But it's a hard to pull, and it's a risky play because you are going to spend 3 Blue Eyes just to get that big boss. But if you don't play the Twin Burst, which most of the time you are not going to play in the Twin Burst because you're going to spend 3 Blue Eyes to make this bad boy and just attack twice, just go there and rip this thing out of your extra deck. That's a really OTK play. So let's go to the replay. Sartorius, which is that top tier 2 right now. The only top tier 1 is Noble Knight, so this is top tier 2. I think the Blue Eyes can really achieve the top tier 2. Well, actually it is in the top tier 2. I don't know if it can achieve the top tier 1 because it has consistency issues. Noble Knights has some kind of normal summon that dependency, because if you rip your opponent's Noble Knight normal summon, your opponent is going to do nothing. It's the same with the digital books. Everybody just kicks the first normal and that's off, but it has big recovery, which is the problem with the digital books. They don't have recovery. So I think that this deck can really compete against the top tier 1, and the top is still in the top tier 2. You can go check it out, the Bluefy breakdown. He doesn't call it breakdown, but he's making a breakdown of all the tourneys, and he make points for who is top tier, and that's the real top tier, because if you search the term top tier, it means that tops in more than just one community tourneys, okay? That's a breakdown of the top tier, and that's the real term of top tier, not just because I make some tourneys, that's top tier. No, that's not top tier. Top tier is the whole game entirely, okay? And that's it. I just pop and steal combo, right? So this can really float into really pluses. It really pulls a lot. Pulsea muy bien, right? Make so many pluses. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so we are playing against the mirror match, and this mirror match is really interesting. Look at this. We start on draw power, and yes, we get lucky, and we have the 3 draw power consonants in one turn. I'm not going to spend the other one because I already have 2 white stones. So here I make the spirit, and this is how you win against the mirror match, because spirit can float and my opponent misplay over here because he make another spirit and I can negate with the other spirit. However, I'm going to special summon another blue eyes. I'm going to go for the draw power, and from here I'm going to take back my alternative evolution. I pop one card which my opponent floats into the other one. Okay, and here I make the second one. You cannot use the alternative twice per turn, so I didn't pop again, but I go for the Neo Blue Eyes, the 3 health Blue Eyes, and as you can see, we splash a insane, actually I have to say insane board. Only Blue Eyes can pull so many aggro power in the board. This is 4k, 500, 3k, and 2500 monsters. That's like 700 plus, that's exactly 10k damage on the board. Okay, so let's test it in the ranked. Okay fam, so we have a really bad hand in here. I'm going to set a card and pass. And why I say that, what is the term about top tier? Okay, in top tier, in Yu-Gi-Oh, TCG and OCG, the original game, which is the first game of Yu-Gi-Oh ever made, the term about tier, top tier, is the decks that tops on tourneys. Okay, so we have a term called top tier 0. Tier 0 means that the entire tournaments of the whole Yu-Gi-Oh in OCG or TCG, like time before ago, before Duel Links, is because all the decks are the same archetype. So that's tier 0. So how you're going to define that you have a tier 1 in your community or a tier 0 in your community when you are not watching the other communities? Okay, that's not a certified or verify or really accurate content. It's not accurate tier list. Okay, the accurate tier list made Konami start to make accurate tier list because they reach all the official tournaments and they put points on every archetype to see how many tops they made. Depends on how many points they get, because if they top 4, top 8, top 16, 34, 64 in nationals, continentals, 64, or you can go for second and first place, and there how you make a tier list. That's a real tier list. So never believe to somebody who says that he has a tier list made on his own community, because that's not a real tier list. To reach a real tier list, you have to realize the whole game and the whole tournament. If you are doing it without the tournament, it's not a tier list accurate. That's why I don't do tier list. Okay, I do my top 5 meta decks because I think which are the top 5 that are going to be competing for the tier 1. But I don't make tier lists, because to make tier lists you have to go and watch Bluffy, which Bluffy makes a breakdown of the tier list, which is Bluffy with B and Y. Okay, and there you can go search the list he has, and I make my top 5 best decks of the meta on that tier list, which is really accurate. Okay, what means accurate? Accurate is adecuado, es realista, la más realista posible. Okay, that's accurate. Okay, so that's why I don't do tier lists, because you have to work and search the tops and make a list and make points, and it's a lot of work, and that's why you don't see that. Okay, we are almost dead in here. I was expecting to lose because that was a big brick. So other thing, I say that Shiranui was going to be meta, and it was meta. I say that time ago, I say that Super Heavy Samurais was meta and they wasn't meta. I say that Digital Books was meta and wasn't meta. and I say that Noble Knights was meta, and there are meta, and yeah, depending on this is the only content I say, because I think that makes illusions on what it is, but I don't want to sell you smoke, but I just make that analysis based on the TCG, okay? Digital books are not meta on Duel Links because we don't have the standby phase 2, okay? And Super Heavy Samurais are not meta because they don't have the boss monsters or the monsters to achieve a win condition. But I tell everybody that which Shirano is going to be top tier, and that was super top tier, okay? And the same with Noble Knights and other decks. So don't consider it like truthfully, because it's not 100% accurate, but my top 5 top tier decks are really accurate. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's going on. That's the Blue Eyes. I don't know. I have to say that Blue Eyes have really aggro, OTK, crazy combo, spam potential and all, but the brick still bricks. It's still a brick, thick as a brick. Still sigue siendo ladrillo, ¿sí? Entonces you can play around the lucky. If you are lucky, you can top with it. If you are not lucky, you can easy get scammed by Duel Links. So you puedes ser estafado por Duel Links. So that's everything for today. I hope you like. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and see you in the next episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel.